Recently, Kia did the first ever flat spin 360-degree stunt jump, a record that literally nobody asked for or like at first glance understands what it means. So we started looking into more of these car world records, and it turns out that some of them just kind of seem like publicity stunts, but some of them are legitimately sick. Today we're gonna look at a bunch of Guinness World Records set by car brands to decide if they're legitimately impressive or illegitimately depressive. And later in the video, we're gonna set our own real world record. Today I'm joined by the world record holding Jeremiah Burton, tallest donut host, barely. I'm James. This is the show where we put random car crap on trial. It's called the D-List.
Big thank you to Jaguar for sponsoring today's video. Whether you're camping, glamping, overlanding, or just throwing an anniversary party in the beautiful outdoors like me, you're gonna want the Jaguar Solar Generator 1500 on your adventure. It's designed to give you all the power you need. This little guy right here handles a massive 1,800 watt-hours of capacity with 7 port options. Best part is it runs naturally, so you can actually enjoy nature, unlike your grandpa with his loud, gas-chugging generator. You can charge it at home, in your car, or if you're really off the grid, just use the sun, you dingus. When you use Jaguar's 100-watt Solar Saga panels equipped with Solar Peak technology, you'll be getting maximum power extraction. Literally, go from 0 to 80% power within 4 hours off the sun. So happy 9th anniversary, Jaguar. Thanks for keeping the lights on no matter where we are. And to make this anniversary even sweeter, Jaguar is giving you 15% off their entire site from October 18th to October 20th. Make the switch to electric today by clicking the link in the description below. Now let's power back to the show.
Our first record comes from a legendary car company, Subaru. In 2020, i.e. last year,
yeah, that's a bad time to do this.
That's a bad time to do this. Subaru wanted to get in the record books, so they broke the extremely coveted world record of largest parade of Subaru cars. Yeah, so Subaru got 1,751 Subarus
all in a line
to do a parade so that they could break this like important record. But Subaru is not the only company that does this. There's also a record for largest parade of GMCs,
okay,
Mitsubishis,
okay,
Ferraris,
ooh,
Geelys. If you look up car parade on the Guinness website, there are literally hundreds of records. So I think we already know the answer to this, Jer. Is this record worthy of being documented, or should it go straight to hell?
I think, James, that this should go straight to the depths of HE double hockey sticks.
Yeah, I think this is super lame. Our next record involves a bunch of cars from the same brand, but they stepped it up a notch. Brand, Nissan Middle East. The notch, dancing.
All right.
In 2018, Nissan Middle East set the world record for largest synchronized car dance.
All right.
Using 180 Nissan Patrols that drove around the desert in the shape, wait for it, of a freaking falcon!
Woo!
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
6th record for Nissan Middle East. 180 Nissan Patrols. Come on, man! We gotta break the record, man! Ah! Yeah! Falcon! Yeah! We did it! Dude, I think we can all agree that that was the sickest thing I've ever seen. 100% necessary.
I thought they were gonna flap their wings.
Yeah.
They just painted a line and they drove in just opposite directions.
Right, there was no
other.
like marching band aspect of it.
I thought it was gonna be marching band.
Yeah, I love how stoked everybody was.
They were super pumped.
I don't want to send this one straight to hell. I think it's pretty cool, but we're gonna beat it.
It's in purgatory.
It's on Earth.
Okay.
Next record was set by Jaguar Land Rover in 2016 and has yet to be broken, and I dare you to even try and beat this record. The record? Longest vehicle seesaw / teeter-totter. Very important distinction Don't show up saying like I'm the biggest teeter-totter instead of seesaw because it's both, okay? Basically, they took 2 Land Rover Evoques, slapped them onto a big platform and balanced them 45 feet off the ground in front of 30,000 people.
Who would show up for that?
They spent over 2 months working with structural engineers to orchestrate this incredible stunt.
Incredible stuff.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. dude.
We're in the biz of like, entertaining people. This isn't entertaining. It's
Very expensive.
it's very wasteful.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
I 100% do not believe 30,000 people came to see this.
No.
But it wasn't China.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, so-
30,000 people see everything.
It had the opposite effect of what they wanted. They wanted you to purchase a Land Rover and think they're cool. We'll never buy Land Rovers.
Boycott Land Rover Jaguar.
Yeah.
This is awful. This is not only going to hell, I will never buy a Land Rover. But this awesome seesaw wasn't Jaguar's first rodeo with world records, because Jaguar also holds the world's record for largest loop-the-loop in a car. The loop is 63 feet tall.
Dang.
I'm 6'3".
Yep.
I'm not gonna do the math on it, but I think that's 10 times as tall as me.
Yep. Well.
Yeah. The car and the driver withstood 6 G's of force during this stunt,
Damn.
which is more than a space guy.
Imagine your weight right now, and then imagine it 6 times that.
Yeah, that's like
So like if you're
600 pounds.
Yeah, 600 pounds.
Yeah, I got hollow bones. The driver spent 2 months of intense physical preparation so he didn't lose consciousness while driving upside down. I think this is so sick. They got the fireworks on there.
Yep.
I think it's rad as hell.
Yep. It's actually showing the car do something.
Yeah, and it's an SUV, so it's surprising.
Right.
A big loop is a record that makes sense to me. It's like a real life Hot Wheels track.
Yeah.
I think this is legit,
Yeah.
for sure.
This is great.
Don't boycott Jaguar. And this next record is also an impressive stunt, but you probably wouldn't expect it to be in a record book. I'm talking about farthest reverse ramp jump.
Dude.
Is that Rob Dyrdek?
Yeah, that's Rob Dyrdek's car. So the Peterson has this car in the vault, and they're like, "Hey, you guys want this car?" And we were like, "For freeze?" And we were gonna use it for something, but we didn't end up getting it.
Yeah, there's like 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2. There was one that was a kickflip car.
Oh, yeah.
And then the reverse jump car.
Yeah, so car's currently owned by That Dude in Blue. Check out his YouTube channel. Not a sponsor, just a fan. So there's an episode about this jump on Fantasy Factory, but he jumped 89 feet in reverse.
Pretty impressive. I get there thinking, it's like, hey, if we were to jump a car forward for this, that's scary.
That's very far.
That's very far.
Yeah.
But reverse,
A lot shorter.
A lot
turns out.
shorter.
I think this is harking back to like legitimate like Carney stuff. Like Evil Knievel.
I was supposed to say, this is like old school Evil Knievel.
Right, traveling
feels.
around the country doing crazy stuff. So I think this is legitimately sick. Hold on. I've just received word that the world record officiator has entered the building.
Hello, chap. Mr. World Record Checker. Me heard there's a world record going on. Maybe point me to the way.
So stay tuned to see the incredible record that we will attempt at the end of this video. I guarantee you.
It will be a doozy.
This next record is hotly contested. Everyone wants a piece of this record. Obviously, I'm referring to the heaviest aircraft pulled by a production car. A long time ago, Volkswagen set this record with a Touareg. Then it was broken by our boys, the Nissan Patrol. Then it was finally broken again by a Porsche Cayenne S Turbo. This PP car pulled a 189-ton Airbus A380 a full 100 feet.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a big boy.
That's one of the ones when like it flies over,
We're
all
like-
the boys are like, yo!
So I'm leaning to thinking this is pretty legit.
I think this is pretty cool.
Okay, yeah, all right, cool.
But also, have you ever seen the things that actually pull airplanes around? They look like forklifts. I'm like, cool, but also
We built a vehicle.
we
for
built
it.
a guy for that. So
Right.
pulling an airplane, legit.
Legit record.
Totally cool. But don't confuse that record with the heaviest weight pulled by an electric car, which also involved pulling an airplane. This was set by the Tesla Model X, and the plane was only 143 tons.
What was the other one? How much did it weigh?
189.
189 tons.
Dude, you can tell that this plane's like a little punk.
I think it's legit, but I do think they should have pulled a bigger plane.
Yeah, they should have pulled a bigger plane.
I'm a little upset with Tesla.
It's a little Bush League.
It's the same spirit of the other one. We're just upset with Tesla.
Yeah, it's the same spirit, but it's like Spirit Airlines. If you're gonna tow a plane, tow a bigger plane.
Yeah.
All I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're watching this channel, you might like drifting. And a couple years ago, BMW set the world record for greatest cumulative distance vehicle drift in 8 hours. On a wet surface. It's a lot of qualifiers there.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, this is actually a record that has been set several times. The old record was 90 miles, but BMW was like, halt mein Stein, Einstein.
Ooh.
And they drifted 232.5 miles in an M5. Can you imagine being in that car?
I mean, it's the marathon of drifting.
Yeah, dude, he would have to pee-pee in the car.
8 hours? Of course.
Yeah.
He could probably not poo-poo, but he definitely pee-peed.
He probably doesn't have to poo-poo. He probably planned for it.
He
His
could.
diet for like days before probably went into this plan. The most impressive part, beyond the pee-pee and the poo-poo and the eating, was that they refueled the car multiple times during this 8-hour stunt.
I see that. I see the guy.
Just like a fighter jet. I remember they made a promo about this.
How big was the track? Do you know? Was it like a little tight circle?
At least one little tight circle in there. I don't know why we would do this, but it's cool. It's hard.
It is hard. It is a feat. Anything you do for 8 hours is hard. I mean, it's sick.
It's sick.
It's pretty sick.
It's pretty sick. Legitimately sick.
legitimately sick.
Legitimately sick. But we're about to get into straight up top speed
All right.
records.
Now we're talking.
Yep. Just like everything else on this list, a simple fastest car record wouldn't be complicated enough. Not enough qualifiers. For example, a completely normal and not at all grueling world record, the fastest side wheelie lap of the Nürburgring. So this dude drove a Mini Cooper on 2 wheels down the entire Nürburgring. If you didn't know, the Nürburgring is 13 miles long and has 73 turns. And he drove an entire lap like this, but it took over 45 minutes.
It's like the fastest lap in the ring is what? Did they have? They've broken the 6 second mark, right? He took his
40
time.
minutes.
45 minutes.
Again, dude, just like,
I mean, props to him. But I think this guy just does this. This guy's a 2 side wheel driver, and he could probably do this wherever the hell he wanted to.
right. And he was like, you know what I want to do? Let's do it at the Nürburgring. There's not a record.
Right, and I'll set the record, and no one else is gonna give
I mean, respect.
respect.
You know what I mean? Am I gonna go tomorrow, start training for this? No. Okay, so now for a land speed record that actually matters. Earlier this year, the Porsche Taycan achieved the fastest speed achieved by a vehicle indoors.
Oh.
Which sounds kind of silly at first.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, you're introducing like a lot more stuff.
Right.
You're like speeding towards a dead end.
Right. You have to stop.
Yeah.
Stopping's part of the equation.
So apparently, the normal outside land speed record is 763 miles per hour. And that was too hard.
Porsche is like, we can't.
He's like, yeah.
can't do that.
So you want to take this inside, bro? Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
You want to take this inside?
Yeah.
To break the previous record, the P car needed to be at a standstill at the beginning and the end of the run. And the entire thing needed to be inside. So they couldn't just like rip out of the garage door. They did this at the New Orleans Convention Center, which is a pretty big building, but the floors are super slippery. And the dude who set the record said it was like driving on ice straight towards a wall. And he ended up sending it 102.65 miles per hour.
Pretty sick.
I'm into this.
I also think the sketchiness of the floor adds to like the scare factor.
Yeah.
Which is
and
you
the
know,
columns, man.
dude, Evel Knievel. Remember in Evel Knievel jumped the fountains at Caesars and then ran into the column?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that like wrecked him. Anytime there's like death involved, it's a real world record.
Yeah, this is legitimate.
Yeah.
Speaking of legitimate world records, I just want to remind you guys that I'm about to set one.
And it's legit because he could die.
I could.
So stay tuned.
We have reached our final world record. Perhaps the most outrageous, the most extreme, dare I say, the most unbreakable one on this entire list. I'm talking about the fastest car in space, the Tesla Roadster. Now you guys probably remember when Elon Musk launched the Roadster into space with the Falcon Heavy rocket a few years ago. We made a video where we tried to launch our own 1/64th scale Tesla into space, but Guinness World Records actually put this in their record book for achieving a speed of 24,942 miles per hour. I think that it's cool that he launched a car into space.
That is cool. And he put his own car that he built,
That he made, yeah.
that he made
into space.
into a rocket that he also made
Saying.
and launched it into space.
Saying.
That's cool. I think a kid's gonna see that and be like, oh, that car went 24,000 miles. Well, it wasn't powered, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're lying to kids. Like
Yeah.
if I could launch a Stocky into space,
That'd be sick.
or like a Nolan,
Yeah.
or like our Streamy,
Oh, that'd be fun.
or like our million sub button. The fact that he launched a car into space is legitimately sick.
Pretty sick.
I think the record's goofy.
Goofy ass
Yeah,
record.
so that record is legitimately goofy. I'm sick of just talking about records. So now we're gonna go set our own record right here at the Inglewood Propulsion Laboratory with our world famous race car Jetta. The most beans shot out of a Mark III Jetta next to an airport on a Friday. Let's go, Jer. Next.
Silence, please. James Pumphrey will attempt to shoot the most beans out of a Mark III Jetta next to an airport on a Friday. Now, Mr. Pumphrey, no funny business. You hear me?
3, 2, 1. Get with the beans.
The check engine light came on. Yeah, they don't usually like all that.
We shot the furthest beat out.
Yeah, how far is that?
34.2 feet, a new record to one James Pumphrey. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. I want to thank my sponsors, Donut Media. Hang it in your garage, hang it in your bedroom, or watch it wave proudly on your at-home flagpole and let the world know that you believe that cars are for everybody.
And if you thought our merch couldn't get any better, we just started an all-new rewards program that'll get you points for every dollar spent and even more for referring your friends. So get your very own donut flag and learn more about our new rewards program by going to donutmedia.com today. We love you guys.
Thanks for watching this video and everything else on Donut Media. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss anything. Let me know if you want to see a shirt with the Jetta on it. Now it's not only the most famous Jetta on YouTube, it's a world record holder. That's part of the